Hey everyone, this is Dalton over at CycleMax in Wilson, North Carolina, and as you can tell from the beginning of this video and probably the title, we're going to talk a little bit today about why I believe that your super sports are kind of being phased out in the motorcycle world. We're going to talk and touch on a couple of different things, from pricing all the way up to just what people like nowadays. So let's dive into it. All right, y'all. So reason number one, I think, is a big driving factor right now in the industry is pricing. I think that with the 1000s that you're seeing, the price point on them are not as friendly as they used to be. So when it goes to, shopping for a super sport, the person that was going to buy a 1000 6-7 years ago probably doesn't want to drop the price point that they sit at today. And not just that, a lot of people who have already had their super sports may be at the point where I don't want to trade mine in and spend, $5, $6, $7, $8+ thousand more than when I bought mine. So they're either sticking with what they've got, or if they are getting into something new, maybe going with something a little bit less than a 1000. All right, that brings us to reason number two. And I think it is the max capabilities of these bikes. It is way more to handle than most people really are going to use on their day-to-day riding. I think that it's only a small margin of people that are out there with a 1000 that are using this bike to its full capabilities. So when you really think about it, if you're going with a 1000, spending that money that we just talked about, are you really going to be getting any more out of this bike than you are, say, a 500 or a 600? So I think that plays a big factor into it. Most of the guys that are out there that are running these bikes at their full potential top speed, you run the risk of getting pulled over. I know if you're running that top speed, odds are they ain't getting you, but still, you run the risk of getting pulled over. And first time you ever hit speed wobbles at a high speed or get to any sketchy situation, it is frightening, and you're probably not getting back up to that speed ever again. And reason number three here is going to be the availability of the bikes. So during the C word era, we're not going to say the actual word, but the 1000s were so incredibly tough to get your hands on. They were so hard to find. Even, every bike really was like that for the most part, but the 1000s never really seemed to recover like everything else did. So the easiest, from what I've seen, being at this dealership, hearing from other dealerships, and just having experience in this world, is GSXR 1000s do seem like the most available 1000s out there on the market. And that's not what everyone wants. Now, you don't want to be forced into a bike that you're not really looking for. Finding R1s has been difficult. I haven't seen a CBR 1000 on the showroom floor in ages, and even now it's just so hard to get your hands on them. ZX10Rs a little bit more available here and there, but still not as available as, say, your 500s, your 600s, even your 400s and your naked style bikes. All those bikes are just so much more available to the consumer that comes into most dealerships. All right, y'all, that leads us to our last reason here. Reason number four, the word fun. If you ride two wheels, if you've been on two wheels before, you understand that pretty much any bike that you're going to hop on is going to be fun. You can put me on this 1000, you can put me on this 500, heck, you can put me on a Grom. It doesn't matter. I'm going to have fun on that two wheels no matter what I am riding, because riding is just fun. There's so much that you can do out of practically any bike that you sit down on. So in a lot of people's opinion and eyes, this 1000, would I rather go slower on a fast bike, or would I rather go faster on a slower bike? I think at the end of the day, you're going to ride both kind of similar. So that really leads to, why wouldn't I spend half the money on something like this? That's just my thoughts, my opinion. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be posting up a bunch more videos. We'd love to hear from you guys. We'll see you in the next video.